Hello from a hotel in Gatwick Airport, and welcome to the first video update for the 2019 Ultimate Lens Hood campaign. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Josh, creator of the Ultimate Lens Hood, and during my campaigns I like to do video updates to answer your questions and really show the product in a bit more detail. First off, I want to say, well, a massive thank you. I mean, at the time of recording, we're about 22 hours in, we've got 1,100 backers, more than 1,100 backers, and for a first day campaign, that's phenomenal. So backers old and new, you're all amazing. Thank you so much for your support. It means an awful lot, and I'm really excited to see how many people we can get these out to, and I mainly want to see your pictures because that is the best bit about this sort of thing. So the point of these videos is to answer your questions in the most part and show you the ULH in a little bit more detail, and talk about the things that aren't perhaps covered so much in the campaign. For instance, the packaging. So for those of you that backed the first campaign, you didn't get cardboard packaging. This time you are getting it, just to protect them in transit a little bit more. They are fully recyclable, so I'd be really appreciative if once these arrived, you jump onto the social media link there, tag me in it, let me know when it's arrived, because I always appreciate that, and then put this in the recycling, because I don't like fancy plastic packaging. So to answer your questions, to move this along, keep it nice and short. One of the first questions I get asked is, can I add extras to my pledge? Now, Kickstarter makes this harder than it should be, but the answer is yes, you can add to your pledge, but please wait until the address survey at the very end. Doing it through BackerKit, for those of you that have done it before, you know that there is like a cart, like a shopping bit that you can add extras. For those of you that haven't used it, you'll be able to add as many of the ULH Mobile, the ULH Go, and the two original lens hoods to it as you can, and also something that's a little bit of a surprise that's coming later on, but you'll be able to add extras to your pledge at that point. And of course, if you've backed at the Ultrabird price, you'll be able to add extras of both sizes at the Ultrabird price. If you backed at the early bird, then you'll be able to add at the early bird price. So the pricing won't change for you guys, which I've been asked as well, so that's kind of, I clarified it with BackerKit. It is possible for me to do that, so I will be doing it. So the next question I get asked is, do they fit on a Moment lens? And the answer is absolutely yes, they do. I don't own Moment lenses anymore. I've got the V1s, but I don't have a case that fits my current phone. I use the Muro, but they're very, very similar. They screw onto your phone into their custom cases and let your smartphone do more than just its regular cameras. And the answer is yes, the ULH Mobile does fit to these accessory lenses. You just take off the plastic clip, stretch it over the lens, and then you're all good to go. So I've just shown a little clip of me doing that. Really easy, and was a huge factor for me designing them to make sure they would stretch to fit these lenses, because I know an awful lot of you have them. Moving on, next question is, does it fit on a GoPro? Now this one's a little bit trickier. Yes, it does fit to a GoPro, in that you can take the ULH Mobile and stretch it over the square bit of the GoPro lens. Unfortunately, I don't recommend it because you do get quite a heavy vignette, and if you're happy to crop way in post, then sure, do that. But I would recommend, if you're planning on using a GoPro, is to go for the ULH Go, the medium-sized lens hood, and stretch it over the entire thing. It's not perhaps the cleanest solution, but it does work really nicely, and you don't catch the edges of it in the corner of your frame. So that's the most important thing. The shot itself doesn't have any vignetting. Okay, one other comment, I want to say sorry to everybody in Australia. I launched the lens hood campaign at 5 PM British summertime, just because that works best for everybody in America, everybody in Europe, and most of the people perhaps in Asia, but anybody in Australia or on the other side of the world, it was the middle of the night, so I'm sorry about that. Hopefully you were able to jump in at least the early bird, if not the Ultrabird series, but fortunately that's the way things go, so sorry about that. If there was a time for me to launch it to get everybody awake, maybe there is. I'll look into it, but for next time, we'll bear that in mind, okay? Anyway, really want to say, I'll put this away now, keeping these updates short is quite important because I do tend to ramble. I'm actually heading off, flying, I'm not going to tell you where just yet, but I'm flying off for a couple of weeks to get out of the office. I will be answering all of your questions and running the campaign generally, but just a little bit of time out of the office, out of my place would be really nice, ahead of the busy manufacturing stage to make sure you all get them in time for when I promised. Again, thank you so much, hugely appreciate it. If you have any questions at all, comment them below or email me, support@ultimateleenshood, or that way, one of the two, support@ultimateleenshood.com. I'll be able to get in touch with you much faster that way, answer all those questions. I suppose until the next one, please share the campaign with anybody you think might like it. Thank you again, and I will see you next time.